We came within minutes of dying that day, and the thing that saved us. We overslept. Let me take you back to that Monday morning. It was the start of summer break, and my family had something special all figured out. From Denver, a city sitting right at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, we were boarding the California Zephyr and heading deep into Colorado's mountain country toward Grand Junction. I was pumped. Honestly, so was everyone else. Because this wasn't just some regular road trip. This was a train. A real one. And for me, a wide-eyed kid who'd never stepped foot on a train in his entire life, this was kind of a big deal. We went all out packing. Mom made absolutely sure of that. Monday morning we were up and at Denver Union Station by 6 o'clock sharp. Me and my little sister hauled our own backpacks like we were big kids, marching through that station like we owned the place. The California Zephyr pulled out slow and smooth. And then the city just disappeared. Mountains took over everything. I was completely glued to that window. I lost all track of time, of where we were. It wasn't until the train eased to a gentle stop that I snapped out of it. Glenwood Springs, a small mountain town tucked right between towering canyon walls with the roaring Fork River rushing through the middle of it. The kind of place you see in pictures and don't actually believe exists. We rolled in around 7 a.m. and hiked our way up to a local mountain resort camp nestled in the hills above town. Beautiful spot, no question. But the second we got there, we were done. Absolutely cooked. Every single one of us crashed hard the moment we hit our beds. We woke up at 5 p.m. After a late lunch, we grabbed the fishing rods and headed down to the river. None of us had the faintest clue what we were doing. We were straight-up city folks, and honestly, that made it even better. We were laughing, hollering, messing around like nobody was watching. By the time we hiked back to camp, we were beat. Dead on our feet. Quick showers. Good nights all around. Lights out. We had one job the next morning, be up at 4:50 a.m. sharp. Our train was waiting. Grand Junction was calling. We had a whole list of plans waiting for us there. Nobody woke up. Not a single one of us. We slept right through the alarm like it wasn't even there. When Dad finally opened his eyes and checked the time, the look on his face said everything before he said a word. We had missed our train. The atmosphere in that camp flipped instantly. Dad was frustrated. Mom went quiet. Me and my sister just looked at each other. Here's the thing. The next California Zephyr heading our way wasn't coming for a whole week. So now we were scrambling, looking up bus routes, trying to figure out how to salvage the rest of the trip. Then Dad's phone buzzed. He looked down at it. His face changed. Then he looked up at all of us. His voice was quiet when he spoke. That train got into an accident. Nobody said anything. Our train, he said. The one we missed. Still nobody spoke. Most of the passengers were hurt. A lot of them seriously. Only a handful walked away. The four of us just stood there in that mountain camp, staring at each other. For people standing there completely unharmed, while strangers who made their alarm were being rushed to hospitals. My little sister didn't fully understand what it meant, but I did. And I could see from my parents' faces, they did too. My mom reached over and pulled us both in without saying a word. We never made it to Grand Junction. We turned around and went home. But before we left, Dad stood at the edge of that canyon and looked out at the mountains for a long time. Then he turned around and said something I've never forgotten. We didn't miss that train. Something made sure we weren't on it. Was it luck? Was it fate? I still don't know. But I know this. That morning, something looked out for my family. And I've never taken a single ordinary morning for granted since. Sometimes the most important journey is the one you almost didn't come home from. Follow Warm Words for a new heartwarming story every week.